Today in NBA 2K25, we are putting Shaquille O'Neal into the modern NBA. As you can see, we're here on NBA 2K25 with the Orlando Magic, and as you can see at the top of the roster, we have Shaquille O'Neal, 99 overall. Obviously, I could have chosen several different teams throughout Shaq's career for him to put into the modern NBA, but I thought it'd be interesting to put him on the Magic, considering they made the move for Desmond Bane this off-season, and they're trying to win a championship next year. Obviously, I'm helping them put Shaq on the team, but still, can't wait to see how things turn out here in NBA 2K25. So if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into this video and let's get started. Let me guys show you the rotations first before we kick into the simulation. So here's the rotation we're rocking with on 2K25. We have Suggs at the 1, Desmond Bane at the 2, Franz Wagner at the 3, Paolo Banchero at the 4, and of course, Shaquille O'Neal at the starting 5. Coming off the bench, we got Anthony Black, Mo Wagner, Goga, and Wendell Carter Jr. Obviously, lots of centers, of course. Now we have Shaq on the team too, so it should be interesting to see how things play out on 2K25. I'm probably going to be doing 2 to 3 years of the simulation, see how things play out. So hopefully the goal is to, of course, win an NBA championship within these next 3 seasons. Shaq and the personal goal will be to win an MVP at least once. Let's see if we get either of those challenges done in today's simulation. I'm going to see you guys at the end of year number 1. Let's see how things play out on 2K25. At the end of year number 1, Shaq is winning the MVP, so that challenge is already complete, winning an MVP. Just gotta win championship now. Shaq averaged 26 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal and a half, and 2.5 blocks per game this season. A very, very good season for Shaq right there. Cooper Flag is Rookie of the Year with the Mavericks. Got Westbrook, 6th man of the year, the Cavs. That's interesting. Victor, Defensive Player of the Year, and Amen Thompson, as you most prove. Of course, Shaq is on the All-NBA first team. That is what you like to see. Shout out Tyrese Halliburton and LeBron James as well. Let's see, we were the first seed. They're out in the Eastern Conference. 62-20 on the season. We had a 2-game lead over the New York Knicks. For the first seed, they're out in the East. 30-12 at home. 32-8 on the road. 122 points per game this season. A very, very good season for us and Shaq. Show the player stats at the end of the season. Of course, we just went over Shaq's stats, but we're going to go over them once again. Shaq averaged 26 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists game this year. Also those 2.5 blocks mentioned once again. Paolo had 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Desmond Bane, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in his first season as a member of the Orlando Magic. Franz Wagner had 18 as well, so these big scoring numbers there. Basically, those are our offense right there. Suggs at 13, 4, and 5. Mo Wagner, 10, 5 out the bench. Anthony Black, Wendell Carter Jr., and Goga to round out the rest of the roster. We're going to be taking on the Indiana Pacers in the first round. Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, Isaiah Jackson, Obi Toppin, Aaron Nesmith, and Jay Huff. Shout out Jarace Walker as well. Should be interesting. I do think, though, we got this one bag. I mean, the biggest advantage we have over them is Shaq versus Isaiah Jackson. So we should get the job done. Game number 1, 115-99. Look at these big numbers here. Paolo, Shaq, and Wagner. That's crazy right there. Halliburton, big game for them, but we take game 1. Game number 2 is also going our way. 27-point victory. Yeah, pretty good. And also Shaq just put up 26 points and 24 rebounds. Insane right there. Game number 3, we're just going right through these Pacers, and it looks like we're going to do a clean sweep over Indiana. We're going to be taking on the Atlanta Hawks in the second round of the playoffs. Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Risha Sher, Jalen Johnson, Porzingis. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of that Porzingis trade. Okongwu, Hachimura is now on this roster. They made that trade. Luke Kennard. And yeah, so let's see how things play out on the Magic versus the Hawks. Game number 1 is going to Atlanta, though, 96-95, so we lose by 1. Shaq had a big game, 29, 7, 3, and 4. Couldn't stop Trae Young and Porzingis, and, you know, they had a good game right there. Game number 2 will be going back to us, so it's tie series 125-104. Shaq is giving it his all right here. Look at these big stat lines, though, for Shaq. Porzingis, big game for Atlanta in game 2. Game number 3, we have also 139 points in this one. Trae just shot 35-9 for Atlanta, but it wasn't enough. Bane had 30, Paolo 27, 6, and 8. Shaq just put up 25, 12, 6, and 4. Insane. Suggs, big game. So yeah, we're up 2-1 in the series. 3-1 now here. A very close one. We only win by 4. Trae just had 44 points. Shaq's just dropping 33. Shaq is going crazy here. Atlanta does take game number 5, 141-103, an absolute blowout. We're just going to move past that one. You don't want to, you know, gotta forget the bad losses here. We're already up 3-2 in the series. Gotta win one more, and we do win in game number 6. We're gonna be taking on the New York Knicks in game 7. Not game 7. We're gonna take on the Eastern Conference Finals. Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG, Josh Hart, Towns, Mitchell Robinson, Jordan Clarkson, Malcolm Brogdon, Yabusele, Eric Gordon, They got a good squad, so do we. Let's see how things play out. Game number 1, we'll be going to New York, 123 to 118. Paulo did good. I mean, look at this big game by Shaq here, but Brunson, and they just had more from the supporting cast, I guess, game number 1. Game number 2, though, is also going to the Knicks, 134 to 111. Big game for Shaq, 33, 15, 5, 2, and 3 is insane, by the way. Also, he had 15 free throws, and he made 11 of them. But Brunson and Towns, we just could not stop in game number 2, so we're down 0-2 to New York. Game number 3 is also going to the Knicks. This is not good. We are now down 0-3 in this series. Can we come back at all? No, we actually get swept in the Eastern Conference Finals by the New York Knicks, and it's going to be the Minnesota Timberwolves beating them in the NBA Finals. Low-key, I was not expecting that. I was expecting a finals appearance here in year number 1, but things did not go as planned in year number 1. We still got a couple more seasons we're going to do here. See how things play out there, and hopefully things are better for Shaq and the Magic. See you guys at the end of year number 2. And at the end of year number 2, Shaq is winning yet another MVP, 23 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, stealing a half and 3 blocks per game this year for Shaq. We got Cam Boozer, Rookie of the Year with the Hornets, Dylan Harper, 6-man with the Spurs, Victor, Defense Player of the Year, and Scoot is your most improved player. Once again, we get Shaq on the All-NBA first team. That's what you like to see. Shout out Cooper Flagg as well on the All-NBA third team. We were the 2nd seed this season, actually, so we went down compared to last year. We were tied with the Cavs for the 1st seed out there in the Eastern Conference, but of course that means the Cavs won the tiebreaker against us. 32-9 at home, 24-17 on the road. So we're very good at home on the road, though we definitely had our struggles this season. 56-26 on the year for Shaq in the Orlando Magic. Let's check out the player stats here at the end of the year. Find MVP Shaq. Paulo actually averaged slightly more points this season than Shaq, 23.9 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Of course, Shaq had those 23 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, stealing half, and 3 blocks per game. Franz Wagner had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Bane had 15, so that went down. It Suggs had 12 points, 4 and 3. Mo Wagner had 8. Anthony Black 7. We have Davion Mitchell now on this roster, and we have Jaden here, 5 points per game. So let's see how things play out here in the NBA playoffs. We're going to be taking on the Pacers or Knicks next round. If we do end up going against them, we're going to take on the Philadelphia 76ers in the first round. Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, Kyle Kuzma, Keldon Johnson, Joel Embiid, BJ Edgecombe, Cason Wallace, Miles McBride, and they got Goga, but I think we should be able to beat the squad. 140 to 115, Shaq 34, 17, and 5 in this one. Wagner had 25 as well as Paulo there. You don't even have to look at the Sixers score. We just absolutely demolished them in game 1. Game number 2, 136 to 123. Shaq just put 34 and 16 like it was nothing. Big game for Embiid though, but not enough for the Sixers. Sixers do come back and win game 3, 124 to 121. Embiid 23 and 15 this one. Paulo 27, 6 and 7. Bane at 26 and Shaq at 24, 15 and 6. But we end up losing in that one, unfortunately. Game number 4 though is going our way. Big win, 152 to 116. That wasn't even close at all. And Bane had 30, Wagner 25, Shaq at 25, 28. Imagine if we got triple double. That would have been insane. Game at number 5 though, we'll be going to Philadelphia. I was about to say our way, but it doesn't. Jalen Suggs at 25 in this one for the Orlando Magic. We end up winning here in game number 6. We're going to take down the New York Knicks yet again here. This time it will be in the semifinals. They got DeMar DeRozan now on the squad, then Schroeder off the bench. I do think though they definitely got worse though. I think they got worse. So let's see how things play out. Game number 1 though is going to us, 131 to 115. Shaq at 29 and 11 this one. Wagner 26, 8 and 5. Apollo had 24, 6 and 7. Game number 2 though goes to us yet again, 133 to 110. 38, 8, 6 and 3 for Shaq. Insane. 25 for Bane, 23, 6, 10 for Paulo. Things are going well so far. Game number 3, we also get the victory, 122 to 100. 25 for Karl Anthony Towns for New York. Paulo at 33 and Shaq at 29 and 12. Can we win in game number 4? Yes, we do. We're actually going to be sweeping the New York Knicks after they swept us last season. And now we're going to be taking on the Toronto Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals. Devin Booker now on the squad. Wow, I was not expecting that. RJ Barrett, Mogwo, Scotty Barnes, Sabonis, Grady Dick, Malik Beasley. Wow, this is definitely an interesting squad. I would not have predicted that at all. And in game 1, we ended up losing here. Shaq had 23 and 14 this one, but Booker just dropped 32 points on us in game number 1. So that is that's not good there in game 1. Game number 2 will be going to us, 130 to 108. Paulo 21, 9, 5. Wagner 20 and 5 in this one. Shaq only had 19 points, but look at this scoring distribution there. Very good for the Orlando Magic. Game number 3 though, we got 134 to 103. Booker 27. Sabonis though, but look at this 23-17, 9-6, and 3. That's insane right there. Game number 4, we also get the job done. 19 for him right there. Bane at 29, Wagner 24, Shaq 22, 20, and 6. Can we win one more and go to the NBA Finals? Yes, we do. We're going to the NBA Finals, taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. They won last year. Can they win again? Let's see. DeJounte Murray, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Clark, Julius Randle, Siakam's now on the Timberwolves, John Collins, Dante DiVincenzo, D'Lo is back. See, I think we got this one though. Game number 1, 113 to 127, a close one here. Shaq 22 and 15, but we get the job done. We take game 1. Game 2 will be going to Minnesota, 121 to 116. Bane 27, Paolo 25 and 10. Shaq only had 9 points there, but he had 11 assists though. Pretty interesting. Game number 3 though will be going to Minnesota, 111 to 99. Edwards 31, Siakam 24, and 23 for DeJounte Murray. Not looking good for this Magic squad right now, but we come back in game number 4, 120 to 117. Edwards 26 for them. Paolo 30 points. That's what you like to see. Can we win in game number 5? Yes, we do. 130 to 113. 37, 14, 4, 3, and 4 for Shaq. That is insane. Look at these insane stat lines he's putting up in this series. Let's go to Simcast here for game number 6 here, and let's see how things play out in that one. Hopefully this means that we're going to be going and win the NBA Finals in this one. We are taking this game in Minnesota. They obviously have a bit of a lead though. Come back in this one. It looks like it's going to be a close one here, but it looks like Minnesota pulled away at the end there. 130 to 109, meaning we're going to game number 7 between these two squads. Let's see what happens here in game number 7. We'll go to Simcast again. This time we are home against Minnesota. Can we get the job done and win? Let's hope so. It is going to be a close one here, it looks like, but Minnesota is pulling away. We come back a bit towards the end. 112 to 110. We're hopping into this game. I got to see how things play out here in game 7 of the NBA Finals. Alright, so we are here in game 7 of the NBA Finals. Winner go home here. We are down currently by 2 against the Timberwolves. Shaq is of course out there, obviously. 112 to 110 inside to Shaq. He's going to get the double team on him. He's still going to put it up though, but that is off. John Collins with the rebound. That is not a good shot by Shaq right there. Anthony Black is out there. Probably it looks like Suggs is no longer out there. He probably fouled out because of the way 2K is. DeJounte Murray inside. He's going to miss that layup. That is huge. Paolo with the rebound here. We do have Franz Wagner, of course, out there, which is what you like to see. Paolo inside. We got Davion Mitchell currently out there for the Magic. He's going to shoot a 3, and that one is good. A huge clutch 3 for Davion Mitchell. 113 to 112. The Magic currently lead. We have 1 minute left to go in this ball game. See if we get the job done. I mean, obviously, this is very close. Who knows what's going to happen? I've seen some crazy stuff on 2K before in simulation. But let's see what happens here. We got Pascal Siakam out there for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's just kind of weird saying that. Got Paolo on him. He's going to get right by Paolo. That is an easy layup for Siakam. That was not good defense by Paolo Banchero at all. Timberwolves currently have a 1-point lead. Jalen Suggs is out there, and as is Desmond Bane now. Shaq, of course, still out there on the court. Suggs with the ball. He's going to pass it inside to Shaq for the slam over John Collins. A huge slam, by the way. Great pass by Jalen Suggs. That's what you like to see from Shaquille O'Neal, and hopefully that could potentially lead them to win this ball game. 115-114 though. We still have 45 seconds left to go in this ball game. We have a lot of time left. Siakam's got the ball at the top of the key for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looks like Banchero cannot guard him. He's going to make that tough shot though. Pascal Siakam is trying to win another ring right here. Jalen Suggs, he's got the ball for the Orlando Magic. 32 seconds left on the clock. Inside the Shaq. Here comes the double out to Desmond Bane for 3. It is off. Shaq with the rebound though, and he's going to put it back up for the slam. That is crazy. Shaq carrying the Magic right there. Oh my god, he literally, that could have been Desmond Bane's moment. Like, hit a huge 3 right there, but Shaq is going to be able to get that rebound. A huge moment for the Magic, because that could have swung the game into Timberwolves' way. Paolo cannot guard Siakam. He does get the block, though. That is a huge clutch block by Paolo. It's obviously Timberwolves' ball, though, but finally he gets a stop on Siakam. 21 seconds here left to go in this ball game. Inside to Dante DiVincenzo over Desmond Bane. It is off. Bane is going to get the rebound here. DiVincenzo will foul. That means 2 free throws for Desmond Bane. He has 16 points. A nice ball game. Make that 17. Magic currently up by 2 here 18 seconds left to go. He's going to hit that one as well. A 3-point lead for the Orlando Magic. What are the Timberwolves going to do on the other end? DeJounte Murray with the ball. Let's see what he's got. He's got Jalen Suggs currently on him. He's going to attempt that 3-pointer, and it is off. Paulo with the rebound. 7 seconds left to go. He quickly gives it to Desmond Bane to shoot the free throws. Desmond Bane will make the first one. Is now a 4-point game as he's making these plus free throws. That's what you like to see. He's going to make the second one as well. 121 to 116. Obviously, Timberwolves have no timeouts left. So you know what that means. The Orlando Magic, obviously, what happens here. Is Shaq going to make that? Nope. No foul here, of course. The Orlando Magic have won the NBA championship. That is what you like to see. 121 to 116. It took them 7 games, though. But the Orlando Magic are getting the job done here on NBA 2K25. So Shaq won 2 MVPs. He's winning the NBA Finals. That's what you like to see. So that means today's video is complete. The challenges are completed. The goal is to win MVP, 1-2, and of course was to win an NBA championship. And that's what he did here in the second season with the Orlando Magic here in the NBA. So if you enjoyed today's video, let me know down in the comment section below. If you want me to use any other players, let me know as well. I'll be happy to do so. Either way, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Hope you all have a great day.